we realized that our history was included in books that were now considered to be rare and unusual, and we began to deliberately acquire those. They also turned out to be collectible in places on the East and West Coasts, and we did not want to see our history disappear.
Lorene Riedesel is a very proud Nebraskan, and she knows this state very well from east to west. She's the director of the Beatrice Public Library and takes it upon herself to make sure the heritage room at the library is a treasure trove of the town and Nebraska history. Joining us to talk about this story and a few others that you have going on today, Lance, is Lance Schwartz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
So before we get started with the two stories that you have that will air tonight, I just wanted to know, we're focusing on Beatrice. What stood out to you about the town of Beatrice?
Oh, Courtney, that is a good town, I tell you. It's one of those things where I grew up in Fall City, which is just 50 miles from there. So I have known Our Town Beatrice for quite some time. And I know the people down there, they do love their 1011 news. And they're so nice. They're so inviting and welcoming. The hospitality in Beatrice is like none other.
And I can imagine everyone's always so welcoming to you in these Our Town series. You've got one that is airing at 5 tonight. Can you share with the viewers what that's all about?
Yes, I am looking forward to sharing 10 new stories from Our Town Beatrice. And it's cool because this is the 4th time that I've done Our Town Beatrice.
So you're a pro.
Well, I'd say I'm experienced.
There you go.
And it's the kind of thing, I've been doing this for 15 years. This is my 41st Our Town experience. So I've gotten to see a lot of great cities and a lot of great things going on in those cities. But Beatrice in particular, Lorene Riedesel, she's a one-of-a-kind historian. She's the director, like you said, at the Beatrice Library, and she has this amazing collection of Nebraska history, and she's been collecting it 30, 40 years, and you wouldn't believe the maps, the books that she has acquired. It is something else. And coming up at 6 o'clock, a story that you liked an awful lot.
Oh my gosh, I loved her. She had so much personality. Tell our viewers about what you have at 6.
Yeah. Her name is Sue McLean, and she is referred to around town as Yesterday's Lady. A long time ago, when she was living in York, she fell in love with vintage clothing, and she is still very much in love with old school clothes. She'll be walking her dogs wearing this.
It's hilarious. I love her.
Oh, and she loves the history too. She goes around the state, gives off amazing programs where telling large groups, and then it's a museum that we're going to visit tonight at 6 where she lives. It's in her house, and she has thousands of items of vintage clothing that is going to be really interesting for a lot of people.
I'm so excited. I always enjoy your stories. Thank you so much for sharing with us a sneak peek of what we can expect. Again, those stories will air at 5 and 6 tonight and throughout the week, as Lance mentioned. Stay with us. Your top trending stories are next.